Hey, Keller Williams Trio, how about that funky sound that these guys make?
Thank you.
Was I making that up about Kiss being one of your early influences?
Yeah, you were. You did.
I did.
You
yeah.
totally made that up.
Fabricated it.
No, that was my the first record I bought with my own money, Destroyer by Kiss.
Yeah. What was it exactly? Was it the songs or was it the face paint and the theater that really lured you in as a young person?
You know, I was 6.
Yeah.
I was 6.
It was probably you thought they were clowns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
You know, it was the fire, but you know, it's a lot of depth in the lyrics too. You know, I'm serious. You know.
Well, when you're 6, you've got some special powers of perception, I think, actually. You know,
I know.
You're not jaded, you're not biased, you're just like taking it all in.
I did, and I learned how to party all night and rock and roll all night and party every day.
Yeah. And there's something about the combination of the slightly tongue-in-cheek while tongue fully extended that must have appealed to a 6-year-old also.
Yeah, with a slightly split down the middle, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, that's enough of that. I don't want to talk about that anymore. I do know also that one of your other earlier influences was a great guitar player, Michael Hedges, the late Michael Hedges.
Absolutely, yeah.
When did you find out about his music? How old were you when that happened?
I was 17, and I was absorbing music like a sponge, you know, like my little 17-year-old brain could just take in this incredible entity of a man that commanded the attention as a solo act and took cover songs and made them his own, while still, you know, keeping true to the song.
Yeah, he was pretty remarkable. I mean, really groundbreaking as a guitarist. Were you a popular 17-year-old kid, or were you the guy who was like in your room listening to records all the time?
No, maybe,
neither one.
Maybe
a little of both.
A little more of both. Yeah, maybe a little both.
Yeah. Had you already understood how to? Oh, well, of course you learned when you were a young child to rock and roll all night and party all day.
That's right. Yeah, that's what that carried on into my
into your teenage
my teenage years. Yeah.
That's interesting.
I probably wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for Kiss, really.
Hey, before we go too much farther, tell us a little bit about these great musicians you have with you.
Well, Mr. Rob Wasserman on the bass. Incredible, wonderful, gentle man. And I saw him with Bob Weir many years ago, and went on to play with Lou Reed and Ricky Lee Jones and so many wonderful people.
We met when he was with the David Grisman Quintet in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
So and great resume with good reason.
Yeah. And holding it together is Rodney Holmes on the drums. Amazing machine. And I heard him first on the Steve Kimmock records, Live in Colorado records, and then I think he went. Maybe he did a lot of work with Carlos Santana, I think, before that, and he's got some.
He's got some skills.
He's got some miles.
Yeah. Hey, I just thinking about. I mean, these guys are great, and this is yet another sort of incarnation for you to travel as a trio. And your agent must be delighted with you because you can do. You like to work. You can fill any role on any bill at any festival. If we need a funk band, got it. We need a bluegrass band, no problem. I need a total jammy thing, got it. Solo, no problem. I mean, you can do it all. It's wild the variety that you can bring to the marketplace and to audiences around the world. It's interesting.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to be allowed to do that. You know.
Do you feel like you're schizophrenic sometimes, or do you feel like you're just bringing the same thing all the time to these various? It's just different. It's like different shirts in your closet, perhaps.
Yeah. Well, it's the schizophrenic thing is a little tricky. That's.
A little close to the bone there, Keller?
That could be a whole separate thing. No, I definitely don't want to stagnate. When I play solo, I can get into kind of emotion, and bringing in different humans helps me get out of that and keeps it popping.
Yeah. Well, you have an interesting role in the jam scene, which I think is okay to just call it that, the jam world.
Okay.
It's a thing. There's, I'm not making that word up.
No, it's there. It's here.
Yeah. it's a scene, and there's, we all know who's in it, and there's jam crews, and there's all kinds of festivals, and I'm wondering, because as I mentioned when I was introducing you, that you've kept your sense of humor, and many of your lyrics actually sort of refer to jam world lifestyle things.
Yes. There is just a constant sense of trying to, as far as, entertaining myself as with these lyrics and things of that nature, So that's where it starts, is, definitely there, entertaining myself first.
But for example, your new CD is called Vape.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I'm not saying you're pandering to the group or
God,
anything
no,
like
no.
that.
That actually came from an acronym, VA period, P period, E period, and that is Virginia Psychedelic Experience.
So it's even worse than I thought.
So that's,
Yeah. All right, okay. So you are pandering to the party entirely. Yeah. No. Anyway, it's nice to find your people, right? It's nice to find an audience of people who connect to your music, and it's great that you've got all these different flavors you can bring to it. And lastly, before we get back to music, I want to just touch on a couple of the themes on this new CD. Refer to your mantra and meditating and before your mind wanders off. Is that something you practice and exercise and do battle with? And
I battle with meditating, yes.
Yeah.
And that's where the song Mantra came from.
Yeah.
It's trying to, repeat these things, and then all of a sudden I'm playing poser bluegrass punk rock at the end. Yeah. So it just goes, it's difficult, and it's hard for someone like me to.
It's a lifelong challenge for, Indian holy men wearing saffron robes. They have a tough time. So imagine how hard it must be for people like us, right?
Right. Impossible.
It's the path to enlightenment is what you're talking about, Keller. So
We're
good
all
for you
waiting.
for trying.
We're waiting for it. We're still looking.
Yeah, well, that's the whole point. Well, listen, good job on keeping this stuff going and staying as busy as you are and bringing great batch of new songs and new musicians with you. And
Thank you.
we got more songs to get to. Welcome back, if you would, the Keller Williams Trio. Hi, this is Nick Forster from eTown. If you want to stay up to date with all the performances, interviews, and behind-the-scenes footage, click the subscribe button. Thanks.